There's a lot of different factors when it comes to making music. There's a lot of different DAWs out there. There's a lot of different plugins out there. There are a lot of different melodies out there. There's a lot of different stuff on both the music theory and production side. But now that I'm going to school for this shit, if you don't know, not that you asked, but I am going to school for like music production, audio engineering. There's a lot of things that I feel like nobody explained to me that I wish I had known sooner. And this video is just a very quick tip, I guess, that is complete common sense to like most people, but I didn't know. And it's a thing about signal flow. So because I'm going to school for audio engineering now, like I'm using Pro Tools now, which is a DAW. If you don't know, that's the quote unquote industry standard. It's good and bad at certain things, but it's very good for recording. And the way signal flow works in there is very different to FL Studio. It kind of emulates an actual SSL console. So when you're doing something like reverb, which is what this video is about, you do a send that sends the reverb to your thing instead of just putting it on the channel, which is what I used to do. But over the past couple months, I've done something different, and it's, for me, changed a lot. So I have this little beat up here that I made like a couple months ago. Just some liquid D&B thing that I was making at like 2 a.m. because I have no life. And if you can see here, I have a reverb send. If you go down here and you just send the signal to it, this knob right here, controls how much signal is going to the reverb send. So I have a Valhalla Supermassive, this is a popular reverb. Put the mix at 100, so it's complete wet signal. And then this knob right here controls how much signal is getting to this. So this is basically your dry wet knob now. But the reason why it's better is because I'm not reducing, if I put a Valhalla Supermassive on this right here, this is reducing the dry signal, right? If I turn this up, because if it's 100, it's completely wet, which means all reverb. And if it's 0, it's completely dry, which means none of the signal's getting to it. But by turning it up here, you're reducing the amount of dry signal. So it can sound less focused, I guess. But this has a lot of advantages. And I don't know how I didn't know this before, because I honestly feel like everyone does reverb sends. If you're in Pro Tools, it's like the standard. But in FL Studio, I used to just plop the reverb on here. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But by doing it here, and again, the reason why you don't want this down is because you'll be just turning up the dry signal if you do it like this, which will just make it louder. But if you put any reverb on you like, it doesn't have to be Valhalla Supermassive, turn the mix to 100, I feel like you get so much more control over this. And it's just a quick tip. I don't know how the hell I didn't know about this. And it has another advantage. If you can see here, I got this. I have the main melody, go in there. And I also have this piano go in there. I think I have the Vox go in there too. It gives it more cohesion because you don't have a bunch of different reverb inserts that are all like slightly different settings. It gives it more cohesion too. So, yeah, that's kind of all this is about as I try to figure out things to talk about on this channel. Try setting up your reverb like that. I'll go over it one more time because I'm bad at explaining things. Get a new channel, name it Reverb or whatever. Put your reverb of choice. Make sure the mix knob's at 100 so none of the dry signal's getting in. And then you can feed it to your things with the signal flow thing down here. It's crazy. I don't know how I didn't know about this.